One of the biggest misconceptions among audio community is silver cable sound is bright. Hello everyone, welcome to Tabama Hi-Fi Review channel. Today I would like to share latest and greatest silver conductors humanly can attain. That is from AST conductors 6 and 8-7 and plus conductors, simply 7 and premium silver conductor cables they released recently. I've been using the silver conductors end-to-end speaker wires to XLR cable, RCA cables, and everything in analog stage, including my turntable. Using this AST7 and premium silver conductors in my system for about a month and a half now. 0.95 millimeter and 2 meter length pair with using WBT 0152AG RCA connectors end-to-end pure silver connection possible, fully assembled, so which will retail around in US dollar is around $2,100 for pair of them. But if you order 1 meter, it's gonna be much less, probably $600-800 less in price range. That's how much the difference in price. But compared to my other cable, which is 6 and AST silver conductors, that is probably around $1,200 price range for same length, same assembly, exact look other than different conductors inside is about $600-700 different price between 6N and 7 and premium silver conductors that they offer. So how much they can offer different in sound, right? When I was listening, I kind of know that as soon as I start doing back and forth auditioning of these cables. But I must admit that if I do blind demo or blind test, probably I might fail in different system unless it does that in my main system right here using these S1EX towers, AST silver speaker cables connected from Accuphase E4000. I'm using Galubido Divinity R2R North Deck music serving from my Sony NAS. That is 3-component setup, very simple. I start auditioning back to back. Where I notice is transient peaks are different, more extended yet more refined, more pronounced yet well defined, more articulated, resolution, separation, and refinement, as well as those transient peaks and lingering decays. Those areas are better with 7 and premium cable. Technically, it's called 6 and 8-7 and plus, but AST conductors simply name 7 and premium. So that's what I'm going to be using. Most expensive RCA cable that I ever use in my system. Changing this cable, hearing the difference in sound. What come to my mind and appreciation that come along with combination that I'm hearing is how transparent and revealing my system is using these S1EX towers. So when I started using this 7 and premium and 6 and silver cables, both 2 meters back to back, differences are noticeable. Separation, refinements, and layerings and all that noticeable. But most significant and most noticeable feature and improvements that I heard is that human voices and vocals are a foot or two taller than 6 and conductors when I'm using 7 and premium conductors playing very same music. For example, when I'm listening to Jackie Naylor cover of Back to Black track. That track is, I didn't know it was recorded in lounge or live recording, right? I was listening to that track back and forth, and when I switch it over to that 7 and premium cable, her voice The way that she performed, close proximity of her mouth and microphone, and that combination, the way it's recorded, is lifelike presentation and sound quality that I'm hearing. That's where I get a bit of goosebumps. Wow, this is so realistic, lifelike. I'm hearing right there in the lounge kind of sound reproduction. So those kind of experience are hard to come by. That is very simple track, right? When I try AC/DC Back to Black intro, particularly guitar riffs and drum strikes, when I'm listening with 7N, more refined and precise, true to source sound quality that it produces. True to source meaning not actual recording. True to source is more to do with this R2R Nos deck. That sound signature and the smoothness and richness and that all the details and refinements of high precision R2R network and that sound signature is well preserved and reproduced with foremost authority and detail as well as definition. Right? Those are all subjective things that anyone can say, right? Track that you will hear in this video is Breaking Silence by Janis Ian, sound sample as usual. So I recorded that track back to back, exact volume level, exact gain level, everything is exact same setting except cables are different, back to back, right there and there at the same time. I recorded a few minutes apart, just swapping the cable, right? So when I got that recording in WAV files, what I did was I imported to Audacity and I zoom it into certain portion of music area where the differences are obvious, as you can see on the screen. The transients peaks in particular, those areas are most noticeable. Transient peaks meaning the 7N premium is delivering micro and those small details and small highest notes in most accurately, conductorly possible, best possible way that is delivering. That's the basic thing that we can describe, right? So technically, it shouldn't be much different in sound, right? Because according to lab results, difference between these two cables are 0.000089%. Even then, I'm hearing the difference in sound. It's not going to be night and day different, but there are differences. 7N premium, or you'll be happy with 6N. When I start listening, I wasn't expecting much. I thought that slight difference not going to make difference, right? Only obvious difference that I can see physically is twisted slightly more relaxed on 7N premium cables. Other than that, there's no major difference. Same size conductors, same connectors and all that, even though the soldering, everything is the same quality soldering. Ear opening experience of how much they can make different, whether you can justify the difference in price, that is your decision to make. But if you are after absolute sonic purity, conductivity, and signature of your system that you want to bring the best out, the 7N premium cables are probably for those of you who is looking for and trying to have perfect system, then that's going to be totally consider that option if I were looking into that kind of improvements. I can live with either or. I mean, both are state-of-the-art, best cable ever money can buy. If you want best of the best sonic quality, conductivity in your system, this cable is must have. Because if you are viewing this type of video and this type of review, I'm sure you have high-end audio system that you're trying to perfect it. So this cable is among those tools that you can integrate into your system, and probably you will have same results like I am goosebumps experience when you listening to your usual music. Even tracks such as Blue Bayou by Linda Ronstadt, slight rhythm rolling behind her vocals, those type of small notes are more elevated, more three-dimensional, holographically redeliver with 7 and premium cable. That is my real world experience. I did research, compare in Audacity. So, I mean, different in price is big. Different in sound quality, noticeably different. Probably half is more to do with conductors, half is to do with the geometry of the cables, that slightly looser twist and slight variation, but the difference is apparent. Based on this experience and listening tests and everything combined, it's impressive results for 0.00089% different in conductor purity that we are hearing or I'm hearing. So that is my real world test and personal experience. If you want best conductors that money can buy, this could be the only one that you should look into. Totally, wholeheartedly recommend it if you are looking for ultra high-end silver RCA cables. Thank you for watching and happy listening.
Come into my solitude, though I weary be. Come into my tenderness, dream along with me. Listen to the whispers sing, listen to the singer shout. Come into my solitude, be my big mouth. Thoughts unspoken, thoughts unsaid, lies of hearth and home. Children broken on the bed and left to lie alone. Things you talk around, scum you choke on down. Come into my solitude, step on sacred ground. We were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Fathers who are lovers to the daughters that they own. Mothers who don't leave a child a single safety zone. People so unhinged that death is much too kind. Come into my solitude, step over their line. Thought it was the only one. Thought it was the only. Thought it was the only one. We were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Come into my solitude, welcome to the wheel. Come into this wonderland of wounds that will not heal. Walls that do not speak, steps that do not sound. Come into my solitude, burn this building down. Come into my solitude, though I weary be. Come into my tenderness, dream along with me. Listen to the whispers sing, listen to the singer shout. Come into my solitude, be my big mouth. Thoughts unspoken, thoughts unsaid, lies of hearth and home. Children broken on the bed and left to lie alone. Things you talk around, scum you choke on down. Come into my solitude, step on sacred ground. We were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Fathers who are lovers to the daughters that they own. Mothers who don't leave a child a single safety zone. People so unhinged that death is much too kind. Come into my solitude, step over their line. Thought it was the only one. Thought it was the only. Thought it was the only one. We were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Come into my solitude, welcome to the wheel. Come into this wonderland of wounds that will not heal. Walls that do not speak, steps that do not sound. Come into my solitude.